So I emailed Ron Casados, and Ken Montero. I'm pretty sure Ken Montero and Ron Casados are running against each other for Regent or CU Regent. Ken Montero, Ballotpedia. You got a YouTube video here. Ron Casados versus Ken Montero. So I'm pretty sure. All right, Ballotpedia entry. Ron Casados. Who is Ron Casados according to Ballotpedia? Who's a bunch of wretched, low-life. Okay, so you have Ron Casados is trying to run for the CUUC, right? Colorado University, University of Colorado. You know, same difference. University of Colorado Board of Regents to represent District 5. Casados is on the ballot in the special Democratic primary on June 28th, 2022. So this is, my God, not just 9 days away. In 9 days, we're going to have election. But Ron Casados is actually a Democrat, and Ken Montero is a Republican. So they don't have to worry about the primary election. So they don't give a shit if you vote for them or not. They're going to go vote in their respective races, right? So this is Ken Montero. Hi, guys. I'm Ken Montero. And I'm going to vote for myself, so I don't need none of you rat bastard motherfuckers to vote for me. I'm the goddamn Republican nomination. What the fuck you all going to do about that shit? Huh? You gonna what? Give it to that Casados? That Ron Casados, you know? I wrote to both Ron Casados and Ken Montero. Ron Casados responded to me. Ken Montero did not. So, what are these questions that stumped Ken Montero? There's 3 of them. Yes or no, do you support the Switzerland model of education, i.e., should the UC Regents get a list of businesses and get them to develop a list of future employees they'll need in the future in order to coordinate that list with the college graduating class? Number 2, do you believe in freedom and democracy? And number 3, who are your favorite educational theorists? B.F. Skinner, Lev Vygotsky, Paulo Freire, somebody else? I hope your day is going well. Thank you very much, John Masters. Phone number, address, and everything else. The best damn after blurb. Hey guys, I'm Ken Montero. I made a shit ton of money, so I probably know something about something, right? I made a shit ton of money, I know something about something, and I want to be your regent. I'm going to be the regent of your university system. Why? Because, well, hell, like I said, I made a bunch of money selling women's underwear. I sold a lot of women's underwear. Yes, sir, Bob. You know why people like women's underwear? I got the research and the data. I got the scientific reason. I know every bit of reason why everybody likes that damn lingerie. Everybody loves that. It was a Victoria's Secret. He was Bed Bath Beyond's Victoria's Secret. So this is about all the answers that Ron Casados had responded to. Dear Mr. Masters, in reply to your questions, number 1, you have not described the Swiss model of education accurately or in enough detail for me to respond. Really? It was a fucking 15-part question. I do believe that private businesses should do workforce development in coordination with all types of secondary education, including vocational secondary, to meet future employee hiring needs. That's what the fuck that's the Switzerland model. I had described it and you said yes to it. Nah, Ron Casados, you said yes to the Switzerland model. The cost of this should be shared as it benefits the private employer. This will help lower tuition and increase access to jobs. No shit, Sherlock. It's one of the best. Frankly, if you're running for school board or regent or the school board for the state, if you're running for education, anything in education, and you're not talking about the Switzerland model of education, as I've defined it, which is you get the list of businesses in the community. What, you got this business, that business, this business. You ask those 3 businesses, what future jobs are you going to need? Steel plant. What future jobs are you going to need? Grocery store. What future jobs are you going to need? Laundromat. They'll write up a list. Well, laundromat kind of, does it. Well, maybe we need a copy, some kind of manager, some sort of I don't know. How do you expand? Is there any employees? Maybe the steel plant or whatever. You give it to the damn boss. And the boss, they think about their business. They think about the people that they're going to need in their business. And they write a list of all the future employees that they're going to have. And the students, they're going to write down what their dream jobs are. And you're going to try to coordinate the jobs in the community with their dream jobs. If one of the people say a dream job is like, my God, I just want to work for a laundromat corporation, you know? I just want to get a laundromat corporation up and running, and just the more models of business, right? You need one here and one there and one over there. I mean, my God, you got, 15 cities in a 3-mile radius around here. You need a laundromat for every one of these cities. Dear Mr. Masters, as in the Pledge of Allegiance, I am for this republic and for the freedoms it represents. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under Jesus, God, Buddha, Muhammad, under God, under Allah, under Thor, one nation, under Thor, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. Amen. So liberty and justice for all. Ron Casados, you're a Democrat, and he's being a dick about the word republic. And you're a socialist. The Pledge of Allegiance was written by a socialist. They're called Bellarmine salutes. The Pledge of Allegiance, when it came out, they made the students salute the flag like a Hitler Nazi salute. Bessemer salute. No, Bellarmine. I don't know. Something B, right? Wrote that damn novel. It was like at the turn of the century. As in the Pledge of Allegiance, I'm for the Republic, motherfucker. I'm more for the Republic than you are. And for the freedoms, I wrote down Colorado's freedoms and America's freedoms, and I combined them. And I haven't got any good feedback. No, and I know it's good. I know it's good, and I know it's awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll edit it myself. But how come nobody could say something that's good is good and give the tiniest bit of validation? You're for the republic, then you're for elections, which means you're for democracy. A republic is different than the goddamn kings and queens of this world. The divine right of kings? Oh, what? You've been in the castle just fucking shitting up a storm, and I'm supposed to trust that you're able to run the country? Oh, yeah, he eats all the food, and he shits big old piles of shit, the shitter. Oh, yeah, the shitter prince, the prince shitter. So we're going to have the shitty prince be the fucking shitty king, huh? That's the system, and, he was just born in the right place at the right time, and you were not. So, sorry, peasant. Sorry, 90% of... Now, fuck you. We get to choose who we get to rule over us. We get to choose our slave masters. We get to choose our tyrants. That's what makes this republic great. We get to give away our power, okay? Without the consent of the government, they have nothing. Without elections, they got nothing. My greatest faith for our future is in the efforts of every child's parent, as they are the most responsible for teaching values and knowledge. So you don't know who B.F. Skinner, Lev Vygotsky, or Paulo Freire. Thank you, Ron Casados. Clearly I could see. Thank you for sending me your question. Sincerely, Ron Casados. You're welcome. He responded. Ken Montero was like, what? There was a guy, he was a chief judge in Pueblo, and he was running for school board, and I asked him just, Maslow's hierarchy of needs and student retention. Showed him the learning pyramid. How do you learn, right? By teaching others, and by experience, and through dialogue. And what are, the basic human needs? Food, water, clothing, shelter. Full of agitation, Stripe asked a fellow crawler, do you know what's happening? So this is hope for the flowers. Hope for the flowers. I just arrived myself, said the other. Nobody's got time to explain. They're so busy trying to get wherever they're going. Every people are running. Where are they going? But what's at the top? Continued Stripe. No one knows that either, but it must be awfully good because everybody's rushing there. Goodbye, I've got no more time. And then he plunged into the pile. Stripe's head was bursting with the new drive. He couldn't get his thoughts together. Every second another crawler passed him and disappeared into the pillar. There's only one thing left to do. And then Stripe is going to push himself into the caterpillar pillar. Hope for the Flowers, Words and Pictures by Trina Paulus. It's a tale partly about life, partly about revolution, and lots about hope for adults and others, including caterpillars who can read. He couldn't get his thoughts together. Every second another crawler passed him and disappeared into the pillar. There's only one thing left to do. And he pushed himself in. My God, what has Stripe gotten himself into? The first moments on the pile were a shock. Stripe was pushed and kicked and stepped on from every direction. It was climb or be climbed, so Stripe climbed. He didn't mind stepping on faces and heads. No more fellow caterpillars on Stripe's pile. They became only threats and obstacles, which Stripe turned into steps and opportunities. This single-minded approach really helped, and Stripe felt he was getting much higher, but some days it seemed he could manage only to keep his place. It was especially then that an anxious shadow nagged inside. What's at the top? It whispered. Where are we going? There he is. Stripe is right there in the middle of the caterpillar pillar. Right there in the middle of capitalism. Stripe is right there in the middle of capitalism. On one exasperated day, Stripe couldn't stand it any longer, and he yelled back, I don't know, but there's no time to think about it. The little yellow caterpillar, he was crawling over, gasped. What did you say? I was just talking to myself, Stripe mumbled. It really isn't important. I was just wondering, where are we going? You know, Yellow said, I was wondering that myself, but since there's no way to find out, I decided it wasn't important. She blushed out how silly this sounded, quickly adding, no one else seems to worry about where we're going, so it must be good. But she blushed again. How far are we from the top? Stripe answered gravely. Since we're not at the bottom and not at the top, we must be in the middle. Yeah, said Yellow. Oh, said Yellow, and they both began climbing again. But now Stripe had a new feeling. He felt bad. He had lost his single-mindedness. How can I step on someone I've just talked to? Oh, is this going to be a love story? Oh my God, Stripe and Yellow's going to get together. This is just going to be a stupid old, love story. Just like The Princess Bride. Stripe avoided Yellow as much as possible. But one day there she was, blocking the only way up. Well, I guess it's you or me, he said, and stepped squarely on her head. Something in the way Yellow looked at him made him feel just awful about himself. Like, no matter what is up there, just isn't worth it. No, we gotta... And there you go. There's Spike stepping on Yellow's head. Spike is just stepping on Yellow's head. B.F. Skinner, basically I said, are you a fascist or not a fascist? And he goes, well, I love my mom. Huh. All right. Well, I guess it's you or me, he said, and stepped squarely on her head. Stripe crawled off of Yellow and whispered, I'm sorry. And here is Stripe hugging Yellow. I'm sorry I stepped on your head in the rat race that we call capitalism. I'm sorry I stepped on your head in this rat race we call capitalism. And Yellow began to cry. I could stand this life hoping and what was ahead until I met you just talking to yourself that day. Since then, my heart just hasn't been in it, but I don't know what to do. I didn't know how badly I felt about this life until then. Now, when you look at me so kindly, I know for sure I don't like this life. I just want to do something like crawl with you and nibble grass. Stripe's heart leapt inside. Everything looked different. The pillar made no sense at all. I'd like that too, he whispered, but this meant giving up the climb. A very hard decision. So, what is Stripe going to do? Is he going to dump Yellow and say, get the hell out of here. I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to get rich, bitch. Or will Stripe, will he come to his senses? Will he go with her? Maybe he'll probably fight and he'll win at the caterpillar pillar, right? And yellow will leave and go somewhere else and then turn into a butterfly and fly over. I'm not for sure. I don't know what happens. So if you want to find out what happens, just reading Rainbow.